Hello guys, we are going to today learn about properties of lambda expression. So in the lambda expression, if the body contains only one statement, then curly braces are optional. Previously, as we were discussing in our that suppose there is a particular method written just like this, then if we have written int a and int b, and we have given this lambda expression just like this um, system dot out dot println, and we have given this just like this, that uh, the sum is, and after that we have added a plus b, um, uh, we have closed the curly braces also. So this is one of the example which we have given previously with respect to lambda expression. So now if you see that here when this is only a one expression, this a plus b, so we don't need these braces. So these braces are optional. So we can omit these braces, and like and we can just write like this, that um, we can write like this int a and int b, and we can give the lambda expression sign and just write system dot out dot println, and then we can write the sum is um, plus a plus b. So that is one of the style. But if we are seeing this, then if you see that it is going to contain the same type, both are of integer types. So our next point says in this portion, if multiple parameters are present, then these parameters should be separated by semicolon. But if there is only one argument, then you don't have to be do the brace. So the only one parameter is available, then the parentheses are optional. And usually we can separate the type of parameters if the compiler export the type based on the context. So then we can remove the type also. So that's why. So in the next session, we will see that if a and b, we just write it, and we just given like that system dot out dot println, and just write the sum is, and just given a plus b here. So that's also uh, uh, that's also right. Now we didn't have to write the int because they are of the same type. So the other point is that the body contains only one statement, then the curly braces are optional. And if the body contains multiple statements, then surely you will have to go with the curly braces. So now we will know that more about the functional interfaces. So if the in functional interfaces, if you see, if the interface contains only one abstract method, so that type of interface is called a functional interface. Suppose you see the interface just like runnable, where you have the run method; callable, where you have the call method; action listener interface, which has come in the GUI interface. So comparable, which has the compare to method. So these all are functional interfaces. So we can say the functional interfaces which contain single abstract method is called functional interfaces. So now we will try to code one of the things with respect to functional interfaces. So we will take this and we'll go to new, and we will have the project, and we will say create a project from templates, and after that we create mm, functional interface example, functional interface example. Write it like this and finish it up. We want to be in this screen, so we choose this with respect to this screen only. So now if we have to have the functional interface, then we can cope with that the things that here firstly we have to create an interface. So we just open this, and in this we just open this where the things are there. So in this only, if you go to the Java class and I just make an interface, name as I can name as show. So I just say my show like that. If I just make it, and I just make my function interface just void show, and I just define here function interface here, function interface like that. Now, in our main class, if I say that, if I see that, and I just write that my show, uh, my show, okay, and I just write just like this that uh, when we are just defining that, so I can choose equals, and then we can have this thing and just define the lambda expression, and just write system dot out dot println, and I just write it Mank is brave. So so if we do like that, then you will see that it's particularly showing the exact nature. Uh, so we see that where so it's giving the typo error exactly. So that's nothing is that because it's show, and it's giving that system.out.println. Okay, so firstly I just use my show dot there I have made a method which is show only. So I just make it this, just try to save it. So here you are seeing that here this my show method is also um, showing some errors. So I just place this my show to the Avantika, to the SRC exactly, might be that's why it's not coming there. So okay, so I create another template or interface out of that, and I just write void show, and save it, and save it that might it will be running, and it will be showing that mine is brave. So see, so here we are seeing that it is compiled. So if you see that in functional interface, there is only one abstract method which we have used. This is void show only. So this type of things which we which we do with respect to while coding a small piece of code is governed, and we can get the result with that. That's the beauty of the functional interface. So uh, we just have some properties of the lambda expression. Also, we discuss on that front that that lambda expression can take any number of arguments. First of all, that if you are you can have multiple arguments in that, int a, int b, like that you can take. And if multiple parameters, then these parameters should be separated with semicolon. So if one parameter is available, then these parameters are optional. And other thing is that we have to see that we can specify the type of parameters that that compiler export the type based on the content. And then we can remove the type also, as we have seen in that we can remove the type also. And if the body is optional, then multiple statements can be on the curly braces are not optional. So if there are multiple statements, then curly braces you can apply it. So that's this is there are some of the points just like this. If there is a, particular method like this, suppose you have a public int get length method. If I just write it like this, and I do like that it will return me uh, some s dot length. So because here I have taken that there is some string, and it will return as dot length, so like that. So if you are seeing that if the same thing we want to do in lambda expression, so how we will do it. So if I want to do, then only this thing I just needed. So I can do like this, and I just put lambda expression, and then I just need the curly braces. So I just put it, and just put return statement as dot length. So if you see, then I have taken this like that. But because all is a string type, so as type is a string, so here we can take like this also, that s and I can put, because return is also is not needed too much in that, when you are having. So in lambda expression, you can directly write s dot length like that. And other thing, you are seeing that it's a single element, so we can remove the brace also. So we can write like this s dot uh, length. So it is more giving simplifying the statements of the code, and we can write these things very easily. Yeah. So if the compiler gets the type based on the context, then then I can remove the type also. So that is the basic thing about that. In the later section, we will see about more functions in Java 8. So thank you for this session. Kindly keep on this session, seeing this session, next session also, so that you will get more information about Java 8. Thank you.